Wayfinder is a free-to-play character-based MMO releasing on August 15th, 2023. Developed by Airship Syndicate, Wayfinder will support full cross-platform play between PlayStation 5, Xbox, and PC players. You'll get to choose from a variety of characters, each with their own unique abilities and playstyles. Now, I was lucky enough to have the opportunity to participate in an early beta of Wayfinder back in June, and I can say that it's different. I personally enjoy looting games. Something about progressively tiering up better gear, items, and skill is addicting, and Wayfinder provides that. Wayfinder, in my opinion, is a mixture of Warframe and Destiny 2 with World of Warcraft and Diablo. It's set in a world that has a more World of Warcraft art style, slightly cartoonish and fantasy medievalish, I would say. But where Wayfinder excels is not in its graphics, but its combat and its playstyle. Players can explore dungeons, battle enemies, hunt beasts, and gather crafting materials for weapons, housing, augments, and more. This is where Wayfinder leans more towards Warframe. Completing quests, killing enemies, and looting will all reward you with different materials, in which you will use at certain merchants to craft and purchase more powerful gear and trinkets for your hero. Instead of a game like World of Warcraft or Diablo, where looting and killing enemies instead grant you the actual item or piece of gear, instead you'll be crafting it. The basic gist of the story of Wayfinder is that your world has become invaded by shadow enemies, and you along with other heroes must harness the power of light to banish these enemies and save your world. In a recent interview, the developers stated that they want to make individual story arcs for each hero and character. The game itself is considered an MMO light, meaning that there are parts of the world, mostly in cities and player hubs, where you will encounter other players in an open world setting. But most of the actions and quests in-game are done in an instance-type dungeon where the max party of players is 3. With each hero having its own set of skills and abilities, the combination for team play are pretty endless. Wayfinder will be completely free to play upon its launch and promises to only have cosmetic and aesthetic items in its microtransaction shop, and nothing game-breaking or pay-to-win incorporated. Wayfinder is completely PvE and the developers intend to keep it this way for the time being, with no actual plans to incorporate a PvP system or even leaderboards. For those players that enjoy the grind of MMORPGs or action RPGs and leveling up as fast as they can, the developer of Wayfinder has already announced in a recent interview that it does have an endgame system already in place. This endgame system consists of what are called Lost Zones. In these Lost Zones, the player's level cap will be increased, and instances or ruins completed along your journey will become repeatable, but instead at a maxed level of difficulty. With big plans ahead for new characters, weapons, cosmetics, zones, and infinite room for expansion, Wayfinder's future looks bright. Tens of thousands of players are already excited for its release coming in August 15th, hoping the title will bring a fresh new take on a slightly saturated game genre. Honestly, the game seems pretty solid. The only concern that I have is that with any free games that have materials or a crafting system, they usually incorporate some type of time wall along with that crafting system, like Warframe or like mobile games. So I seriously hope they don't go that route, but we'll just have to wait and see, I guess. Have you ever heard of Wayfinder, or do you plan to play it on the 15th? Let me know in the comments below. Also, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I'll see you guys on the next video.